We have officially found two more characters that are going to be officially playable in Crash Team Rumble. Crash gets some new skins, and we also may have discovered who the Secret Leaf character might actually be. Let's talk about it. What's up guys, King Gaia here, and back with a brand new Crash Team Rumble video. Now, if you loved the opening cinematic that they made for Crash Team Rumble, then you best check out Riff Studios. It's a company that's located in Thailand and made a fun little behind the scenes video showing off all the work that they actually did for said opening trailer. While they were showing all the stuff off from behind the scenes, like the production schedules and all the different panels, they actually showed numerous storyboards and numerous works in progresses for the actual trailer. But hidden in those storyboards, we found two characters that were tentatively going to be in the cinematic opening originally. The first character, to the shock and dismay of no one, is Nefarious Entropy, specifically the male version. In fact, it seemed like he was originally going to be in the final trailer, as the approved trailer looks very much like these story panels here, and in this concept art here, you can actually see Entropy running through. However, he was swapped out for his female counterpart from another dimension. Now, in a recent post, we found out that female Entropy is actually going to be a blocker. So the likelihood of both Entropies being the same class is probably next to nil. So that means male Entropy will either be a scorer or a booster. Now, what about the second character? Well, this one isn't as obvious, as you would have had to scan through all the different storyboards through this video to find him. And, I did exactly that. So in this frame here, we can clearly see the easily recognizable nutbag Ripperoo. Now, some of you might be raising an eyebrow and be thinking, wait, didn't we hear about these two characters being in the roster beforehand? And yes, you kind of did. In a previous video that I made, we discovered a wallpaper on the full official Crash Team Rumble site that was full of different icons and logos that were associated with different characters. Two of those icons were the TNT crate and two different Entropy staffs. Of course, the TNT crate is tied to Ripperoo, and the fact that there's two Entropy staffs and one was already revealed, well, that just meant that we knew both versions of Entropy were actually going to be in the game. So seeing male Entropy and Ripperoo in approved Activision media just further confirms all the stuff that we found on this wallpaper. Now, to refresh your memory, the additional characters that we have not seen yet that were on the wallpaper were Ripperoo, male Entropy, Engine, Spyro, and Ripto. So we essentially can pretty much confirm the rest of this list as almost being concrete. But if you remember, there was one icon that we did not know. It was this random and mysterious leaf. Now, we did not know who this leaf represented. We had some guesses, but we weren't really sure. But now it's possible that we now know who that is. But before we get to that leaf, there's something else that I want to show you. In a recent Twitter post, Crash released a video of Crash Bandicoot being in a trading card, where they show off his stats, moves, and more. As the video goes on, we get to see the skins portion, where we find out that 3 skins from Crash Bandicoot 4 actually made it into Crash Team Rumble. Through the Ringer, which is the skin that you unlock by actually beating Crash Bandicoot 4, Marsupius Erectus, which was the PlayStation exclusive skin, and the Chicken Suit, which is the very first skin that you can unlock for Crash. Actually, remember the wallpaper that I was mentioning about being in the background of the website? Well, we can actually see that that wallpaper has been re-added to the background of this video. We can see Spyro's wing and Ripto's amulet, and yes, of course, the mysterious leaf. Now, while you played Crash Team Rumble, there may have been a number of tips that you've seen rotate through the loading screen. Some were real, and some were just fun. There was even a little nod to the fact that Crash Team Rumble was Wumpa League at one point. but there were some hints that actually spoke about potential future content. Now, if you're enjoying today's video, consider subscribing, as I will be covering everything Crash Team Rumble related over the next forever. Also, I talk about Spyro and other content as well. Anyways, back to the video. Now, I can't take full credit for this discovery, as another avid Crash fan also found it first, by the name of Dave Ace. There was a hint that spoke about a legendary golden pineapple. Here is the direct quote. "Longtime Rumble fans speak of a golden pineapple. Anyone seen that lately?" After seeing this, Dave Ace went looking and found a piece of concept art that concluded, you guessed it, a golden pineapple. That golden pineapple was found on a staff in the concept art for Crash Bandicoot. The staff belonged to Papu Papu, specifically Rob Dunas's Papu Papu. Now, Rob made these staff props while he worked at Toys for Bob, so naturally I wanted to see if he did any artwork for Papu Papu, and lo and behold, he did. What's interesting here too is that these are kind of different takes on Papu Papu, but these potentially also could be skins. We're not so sure. But if you take a look here, his covering that he uses happens to be made of what seems to be some kind of tree leaves, which now connects to the leaf icon that was discovered on the wallpaper. Connecting all the dots, it seems that we're going to be probably getting a playable Papu Papu. Now, I think we can go out on a limb and say that Papu Papu will probably be a blocker. I don't think he'll be running around the map too fast. That is, of course, unless he has his cart from Crash Team Racing.
Papu moves so fast, you munch tracks.
So now we have more evidence to really lock down some of the roster in Crash Team Rumble. Who do you want to see? Comment below and let me know. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Bye-bye!